Today we're gonna make a stromboli. The way to make it really good is you have to use good dough. We're gonna use the dough that we've been using in all of these pizzeria episodes. Whether it's the New York rounds that we made, which started with that awesome cold fermented dough, or it's the grandma pizza, or this New York Sicilian style pizza. They all use that same dough. Once you can make that dough and you can get that in the fridge for 48 hours, you're gonna have success beyond belief. I've done it in so many episodes now, I'm not gonna keep mixing dough for you, but definitely go back to my New York round pizza, episode 1, or just, it'll be linked in the description to the recipe. So these are the ones that I absolutely love. And they are scofani crushed. I use these for when I make a quick marinara. I use them for pizza sauce. I love that they're crushed already. They are really, really sweet. Just turn your heat down to medium low or even low. Stainless pan, just let it heat up for about 2 to 3 minutes. And if you think you're gonna burn right away, just lower it more, which is what I'm doing right now. Just let it go for like a second, and if you do think you're gonna burn, just take your pan and just move it to the side. Just get it away from the burner then. We'll do a little hot pepper in here. Let that cook for about 20 seconds. Just want that garlic to get a little bit golden right before. You don't want it to brown, you don't want it to burn, but you want to get it golden. And that's golden right there, so that's perfect. I'm gonna put the tomatoes in. So if you were using whole plum tomatoes, you could blend or pulse them, or you could just hand crush them. I like kind of like the smooth consistency here, especially when I'm dipping the stromboli in or the calzone. If you haven't checked out the calzone, it uses the exact same dough again. These all use the same dough. So just bring this up to a simmer for a few minutes and then it's done. I'm gonna put a little bit of Sicilian oregano in there too. It's nice. And you give it a taste test. If you need more, you add more. I taste it, it's perfect. Gonna get this off to the side. We're gonna start making the stromboli. You don't have to stretch this like you do with regular pizza dough. You don't have to worry about your rim or anything like that because that's the oven. It's on 425 right now, so preheat your oven to 425 degrees. This is 345 grams or 12 ounces. So we're gonna bake them on parchment paper. I have a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, you do it right on a pan. You just gotta oil your pan really well. When we actually form our stromboli, we want parchment paper too. If you don't have parchment paper, use foil. And then I have a rolling pin here. You don't wanna roll New York style pizza ever, but we're not making a pizza. This is gonna make it a lot easier. We need to form a rectangle here. It's gonna take a little bit of flour, just a little bit, because you have parchment paper, it doesn't really matter. It's gonna take a little bit more flour here. Reach right in. When you put it in plastic, it's very easy to pull these out. You don't have to like scrape it off on a metal bottom. Take a little bit more flour on top. So you can, if you can do it all by hand by just stretching like this, okay, then you can take your sticky side out, your knuckles, and but when you do this, you're kind of just forming a pizza. So, but you can start the process like this, for sure. But it's a lot easier. You just take a little bit of flour on your rolling pin and just roll it out. If your dough doesn't roll out enough, it's not warm enough. This has been out of the fridge for about 3 hours right now. All right, now it looks pretty good. Maybe you can get a little bit bigger, but we're pretty much about the size I'm looking for. If this is way too much, it's probably enough for 3 strombolis. So there is pepperoni, there is boar's head ham, and that's boar's head mozzarella. Now these all come from the deli counter. It's actually Hormel pepperoni. You want slicing pepperoni though, so you want it to be this thin stuff. This is cupping pepperoni, and this one I wouldn't put in there unless you can really slice it very thin, but this would be good in chunks for like making like maybe like a pepperoni roll or something. But they're 2 different types of pepperoni. That pepperoni is great on like a pizza where it's on top and it cups, delicious. So the first thing we're going to do is we're gonna put a little bit of sauce down here. When you do it, you want to keep everything a couple inches away from all sides. And I'm going to layer ham, pepperoni, and mozzarella. If you load it with pepperoni, you're going to be putting a lot of fat in there and it's going to get very greasy and it could potentially just like that. So it's nice to mix up these ingredients. The ham is a little less fatty, a little less oily, I would say. This is Boar's Head boiled ham. It's one of my favorite hams. Boar's Head's one of my favorite brands. and I have it sliced thin. Then we're gonna layer the pepperoni. Pepperoni sliced extremely thin as well. Finally, the mozzarella. It's easier if you get sliced, but you can absolutely use shredded. Pecorino Romano or Parmesan cheese, use whichever one you want. I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons on the inside. A little bit of oregano. Trick to rolling is not really difficult. Wet this edge over here. Whichever edge you're rolling, wet the other edge. That's gonna kind of like enable us to lock it up. So I'm just got a little bit of water. I'm just kind of painting it on there with my fingers. This is why you have the parchment paper here. We're gonna be able to just make a turn, and you're gonna do like 3 rolls here, and we wanna keep the seam side down. First roll's like this. Okay, see that? If you got a little bit like that, just tuck it back under, okay? And then fold in the edges. So just like that. And then take your paper again, and that's gonna allow you to do the next roll. Like that. Basically, I want a little bit, enough left where this is gonna be able to sit on top of here and then make the seam. Final one, just tuck. Okay, so now we have the seam side down, which is what we want. You can use this paper now, or we can just transfer it to the baking sheet. Before I flip it back, I forgot to tell you, just put olive oil on the bottom here. If you're using your pan, you really need to put olive oil on the bottom. Parchment paper, not so much, but it'll give a little bit better color on the bottom. Let's put it right here. Okay, flip it over. I'm not gonna show you the other one. What I will show you now though is the last part of this. I have a cracked egg and about ½ ounce of water, just a little bit of water to thin it. Okay, I'm gonna use another brush right across. This is gonna make it really golden. Take a sharp knife and cut slits. You can do them straight, you can do them sideways. It doesn't have to be uniform, it just will look nice if you do that. A lot of pizzerias will use poppy seeds. I'm using sesame seeds. I like the sesame seeds. And they're gonna stick right to it because you have the egg wash on. And in addition to that, some more pecorino cheese on top. Put a little garlic powder on one of them. I put a little bit of hot pepper in one of them. So one's a spicy one, one's the not so spicy one. You can really change these up. You can do whatever you want. They're gonna take about 20 to 25 minutes at 425 degrees. You want them to be really nice and golden on top. You'll know when it's done. It might take 18 minutes, it might take 22. This one burst a little thin on the edges. Probably could have made them a little bit smaller, not rolled them out so much, or if you start with more dough. So this is a 12-ounce dough ball. Say you want one a lot bigger, maybe start with a 500 gram, maybe an 18-ounce dough ball, around that level, I would say. So I got 2 here. I think I'm gonna save one for Easter. I'm making this a couple days before Easter. This is like a great starter for any holiday. Put it out. People think it's like, they'll be impressed with it. Well, I should say people will be impressed with it. Some people won't be impressed at all. Some people will not care at all that you know how to cook. And I'm sure you know that. I'm just gonna cut down the middle right now because that's kind of where it broke apart a lot. So you can see, kind of a little heavy on the dough in the middle. That's amazing. And it really doesn't even need the sauce because it has a little bit of sauce in there. If you weren't using the pizza dough, it would be okay. Like if you just did a one-day mix, it won't be nearly as good. I'm really not describing how good this is, but like and share this. Appreciate you doing that, and I'll see you next time.